What does driving car powered by hydrogen sound to you? Super cool, right? Well, BMW are not just pulling the brakes in EV production, they are taking it to a whole new level. But first, why did BMW's CEO put a stop to the production of non-EV vehicles? Let's find out. Despite the current challenges in the EV market, BMW is doubling down on electrification. However, the surprising twist is that many regular consumers seem to dislike EVs, leading to declining demand and struggling sales for car companies. The abrupt shift in focus raises questions about why BMW, traditionally known for its powerful internal combustion engines, is now fully embracing EVs. Skepticism arises, as some wonder if this move is driven more by political influence than genuine market demand. Has BMW succumbed to political pressure advocating for electric vehicles, potentially ignoring the preferences of their customer base? Curiously, while BMW is charging ahead with EVs, the broader market for electric cars appears to be experiencing a slowdown. This discrepancy prompts inquiries into what might be behind the decision-making at BMW. Is the company privy to information or insights that the public is not aware of? Could there be undisclosed reasons compelling BMW to shut down combustion car production? The narrative also delves into the common perception that the average consumer dislikes EVs. What factors contribute to this sentiment, and does it suggest a deeper issue with the electric vehicle concept? As BMW navigates this shift from being an EV skeptic to an enthusiast, what strategic considerations have influenced this transformation? BMW's recent decision to shift entirely to electric vehicles and develop a new, unprecedented engine has sparked curiosity. Notably, the company's CEO, who was once an advocate for preserving consumer choice in internal combustion engine cars, underwent a surprising transformation in viewpoint. Just a few months ago, BMW's CEO affirmed the enduring vitality of gas cars, emphasizing the importance of not depriving consumers of the option and expressing a commitment to the automotive heritage. The CEO's stance mirrored a belief that electric vehicles were poised to exclude the middle class from the car market, and he valued the practicality of hybrids and traditional gas cars. However, a significant shift occurred, prompting BMW to abandon its earlier stance. The narrative suggests a pivotal turning point that altered the CEO's perspective. What triggered this change? It's essential to explore the recent developments at BMW and understand the catalyst behind the sudden shift in strategy. Previously, the CEO was vocal about the longevity of ICE cars and the necessity of preserving consumer choices. The company seemed dedicated to upholding its heritage and catering to diverse preferences in the market. Yet, something occurred that prompted a re-evaluation of this position. What precisely changed at BMW? Could it be related to the evolving landscape of the automotive industry, advancements in EV technology, or a shift in consumer preferences? As the EV hype waned and people gained a more nuanced understanding of the automotive landscape, BMW's CEO continued to steer the company towards an all-EV future, leaving many gas car enthusiasts bewildered. There's speculation swirling about whether someone is pressuring BMW's CEO into the EV push, as he dramatically shifted from being a vocal critic of rapid electrification. Before, BMW recognized that not everyone could swiftly switch to EVs due to charging infrastructure and high costs. Surprisingly, BMW now announces the halt of internal combustion engine production at their Munich plant, a core hub for BMW manufacturing. The 1,200 employees there are undergoing retraining, and the machinery is getting a makeover for a full-on transition to electric drivetrains. This signals a profound commitment to an electric future, especially since Munich is the heart of BMW's production. Despite this bold move, BMW isn't entirely abandoning gas cars. They're relocating internal combustion engine production to facilities in Austria and the UK. Still, the overarching message is crystal clear. BMW is going all in on electric. It's a strategic gamble, turning heads as the company embraces a transformative shift. But is there a mysterious plot behind this change? The CEO's sudden reversal sparks questions about external influences or unforeseen developments. The Munich plant's makeover amplifies the commitment to EVs, making observers ponder if there's more than meets the eye. BMW is gearing up for a significant electric transformation, planning to introduce electric i3 models based on the Neue Klasse platform in 2025. This move signals a broader strategy aiming for a fully electric model in nearly every key segment by 2023, showcasing BMW's commitment to an extensive lineup of around 12 all-electric models hitting the roads. The upcoming i3 lineup, set for 2025, will include both a sedan and a touring version. Excitingly, this electric momentum is set to evolve into the electric M3 by 2027, solidifying BMW's ambitious plunge into the electric vehicle realm. Yet, what sets BMW apart is its cautious approach regarding the end of internal combustion engine car production. Unlike some competitors boldly declaring all-electric transitions, BMW remains reserved about setting a specific date to halt ICE production. This hesitation sparks curiosity. Is BMW fully committed to this shift, or are external factors nudging them? Could political pressures, perhaps from the Biden administration's strong pro-EV stance, be influencing this decision? Biden's administration is ardently advocating for EVs as the future of transportation, rolling out incentives to encourage electric vehicle adoption. While this may sound positive, a twist arises as the middle class expresses less enthusiasm. Are these incentives truly resonating with the intended audience, or is there a disconnect between the government's push and public sentiment? Why the sudden reluctance toward electric vehicles? It boils down to cost concerns and practical issues. People aren't eager to spend a lot on a car with limited range and charging problems. Major automakers like Ford, GM, and even Tesla find themselves grappling with financial challenges in the EV realm. Reports suggest Ford is losing a whopping $36,000 on each EV sold, and GM faces a similar financial pinch. Even Tesla, often seen as an EV frontrunner, had to slash prices. It's as if everyone enthusiastically hopped on the EV bandwagon, only to pump the brakes when reality hit. Sales weren't as scorching as anticipated. Over 3,000 US car dealers are expressing their concerns to President Biden, urging caution with the EV push. They're witnessing electric cars languishing on their lots, despite discounts and incentives. The dealers highlight a glaring mismatch between the fervent push for EVs and what buyers actually desire. President Biden's ambitious goal of reaching 50% EVs by 2030 faces skepticism due to current market dynamics. Currently, a mere 4% of cars sold are electric. Dealers advocate for a more gradual transition, emphasizing the need for improved battery technology and more affordable EV options. The situation takes an unexpected turn with BMW, not content with just electric cars. They're contemplating the intriguing prospect of hydrogen-powered cars. What's driving this sudden shift in the automotive landscape? Are the initial promises of widespread EV adoption proving harder to fulfill than anticipated? How can automakers address the apparent disconnect between consumer preferences and the EV push? And what about BMW's foray into hydrogen-powered cars? Is it a viable alternative or a bold experiment in an uncertain market? In the coming years, BMW is gearing up to introduce cars running on hydrogen fuel cells. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, right? But no, it's happening right now. These hydrogen cars are a bit like electric cars, but with a twist. Instead of relying on batteries and storing electricity, they use hydrogen gas to make power. And the coolest part? The only thing that comes out of the exhaust is good old water, just plain H2O. But here's the thing, the hydrogen fueling infrastructure is kind of like a baby learning to walk, especially when you compare it to the well-established network of electric car charging stations. So, why is BMW diving into both electric and hydrogen cars? Well, they want to stay ahead in the rapidly changing world of automobiles. The auto industry is shifting gears to zero-emission vehicles to combat climate change and meet stricter emission standards worldwide. Yet, here's the challenge. Going all-electric is a colossal change, especially for a company famous for its powerful, gas-guzzling engines. BMW has a fan base that loves the roaring sound of a traditional engine, and convincing them to swap that for a silent electric motor won't be a walk in the park. Then there's the cost. Electric cars are still on the expensive side, and not everyone can afford one. What about the middle class? With the move towards pricier electric and hydrogen vehicles, BMW might be making these cars unreachable for regular folks who just want a reliable, affordable ride. It's like they're playing in the premium league, but forgetting about those who need an everyday, budget-friendly car. BMW's game plan is bold, but could political pressure be pushing them into this corner? In the showdown between car makers and political leaders, it seems like the politicians are winning, leaving the average person behind. But wait, BMW hasn't completely turned its back on traditional engines. What could that mean for the future of cars and the people who drive them? While BMW is diving into the electric vehicle wave, they're not entirely letting go of internal combustion engines. In factories in Austria and the UK, they're still churning out these engines, and cars with them are being put together in Munich. It's like they're keeping one foot in the traditional car world and the other in the electric future. But doesn't it feel like BMW might be drifting away from its roots in this shift towards EVs, even if it's great for the environment? But here's the twist. Will people buy into this shift? Electric cars have their cool factor, but they come with challenges. Charging stations are playing catch-up, and the fear of running out of juice on the road is a real thing. Plus, there's the price. Electric cars often come with a hefty tag. BMW is taking a bold step into the future, but the big question is, will it pay off? BMW's gamble on electric cars is a big one, and only time will unfold whether it's a winning move. Do you think BMW is steering in the right direction by stepping away from gas engines in favor of electric? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.